Good afternoon, Cherries, and welcome to Live Cherries Sunday, Special Tuesday, episode 192. And in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 diminished arpeggios, shapes, matching the CAGED system. So without further ado, let me go down here to this camera. You can see a close-up of the guitar. I got a metronome going. We'll run through these shapes real quick, and I'll explain with some graphs and some picking patterns as well, and fingerings. So I'm just doing this really slow so I can get it nice and clear. 60 beats, 60 or 50 beats per minute in here. So here we go. Let's do it. C shape first. A shape. G shape. E shape. D shape. Back to C shape. All right. So if you like this video so far, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I usually go live every Sunday at 12 o'clock. But today we had to do Tuesday, and my power went out on the whole block, so I had to push it back from 12 to 6 today, believe it or not. So, yeah, these are really cool patterns for so many reasons. And it's going to take a swig of my coffee here, so I still have it from 8 o'clock this morning. So cheers to you. What are you drinking out there? Because I know it's beer o'clock somewhere. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to this camera right here. And I'm going to show you some of the picking patterns here that I have for this. First of all, the first shape diminished is the C shape. It's like a C chord. So I did the major chords, I did the minor chords using the 5 shapes of the CAGED system. Now we're doing diminished, and all we're doing is changing one note from the minor, which the minor was like this. We just dropped the 5th degree. Diminished one. So that is the shape of the chords right there. And you know, if you want a free copy of these graphs that I made for these arpeggios, just email me at info@cherry and I'll shoot them right over to you. And I'll also put the diagram, which I don't have right now, for the picking directions, because I think you know, you'll find it helpful, but whatever is most comfortable for you, just use. So what I'm doing is I'm going down, 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 and then up, down, up, 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 up. So I'm trying to utilize the most of one direction that I can. One direction, was that a band? You know, because I'm going down, down, down. I'm able to do it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for that. Wrong note there. And now I have to switch strings, so I think that I'm going to go up, down, and then I'm going to get myself ready for a massive descend like this. Because I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 downs, which is really cool. Oops. All right. Let's enter a question here. We got PCH asking, Jerry, do you have any exercises for tremolo picking? Can someone achieve clean tremolo picking in 6 months? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I mean, you could do just so many. I'll do it really quick. Like if you just went, even if I was playing this metronome at 60 beats a minute, right? If you did quarter note, you know, 16th notes. And you just went faster and faster with that, it would be great, you know. 30-second notes. something like that. But I digress for a second, but you get that. We'll do a tremolo. I have a tremolo video, but we'll do another one. Scott Olson. Here, but no volume for some reason. Really? Oh, I don't know why. You should be getting me right there. PCH, are you getting me? Or Jeffrey Boyle? What's happening? Give you a round of applause. No volume. Hopefully you're getting that. Clear volume here, good. Whew. Sweating that for a second. Turn your speakers on. Scott Olson. All right, clear volume here, Jeffrey Boy. Thank you very much, guys. All right. So, did I describe the picking direction for this? Yeah. So I went down, 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 up, down, and then you have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you do it all over again. See? Oops. So let's go to the second one, and I want to tell you a funny story real quick after the second one about today. So, sorry, that's Jeffrey Boyle. I got that C. Let's do the next shape, the A shape, which is right here, just like an A shape, like an A minor shape, but you're diminishing it. Sorry, Scott. Hope you get that fixed. Check out your hit that the volume button. Sometimes it's muted right there. The mute button. So like the minor one right here. Oops. I'm just going to flatten one note, the 5th. Flat. So 1, 3, flat 5, 1, 3, flat 5, and then the 1. This is a weird one, 'cause it's a weird stretch right here. Look how you're stretching from the flat 5 on one string to the C here to the flat 5, G flat. Do we use this arpeggio over the 5 chord? You can. I'll show you a use at the end of this video, which won't be a long one today. I'll show you like a really interesting use of this diminished shape over, it depends on what circumstance you're using it in, what you're trying to achieve with it. Yes, you could play over the 5, but I'm going to show you something a little bit different over that. So on this particular shape, and if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button. And I'm going to tell you a really interesting story real quick after this. So you got with this one, I'm going to go down, up, down, down, down. 3 down. So down, up, down, down, down. Whoops, down, up, down, down, down. Then up, down. So that I can go down. Like that. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, up. Now here's just a really good way for you to look at it with these picking directions, but just whatever's most comfortable with you, whatever you can nail it with. Like when I'm doing this slow tempo, I just want to get them clean. Know what I mean? Okay. So hopefully you're enjoying this so far. Like in a 1-4-5 blues progression. Thank you, by the way. All right, Manticore. Very cool. And I love your profile pic there with the Wolf of Wall Street. Pretty cool there. And all right, so I was going to go live today at 12 o'clock. I usually do Sundays at 12, but I was out on tour, and so I came home early Monday. Couldn't do it yesterday, so I scheduled it for today at 6. And about 45 minutes before 12 o'clock today, all the power on the block went out. Without warning, they had some work they were planning on doing, switching the power grid somehow over here for the block. But they just did it today. They said that they knocked on everyone's doors, but it's crazy here in Brooklyn. You can't knock on everybody's door because there's a metal gate out front. Then you have to get in that gate. You have to buzz in to get to any door. So there was no knocking unless they're out there banging on a metal gate, which I wouldn't put it past them, right? So, yeah, really crazy. One fast juice I'll show you with this. Say, you know your 7 chords of the diatonic scale, right? C. This one. 7 chords of the diatonic scale. We could put a diminished arpeggio between every one of those as well. Like if you were playing C, you could play this C. Oops. To a D minor. Oops. In between every one of them, that's just one of the shapes. That would be, so if you went from this D minor, which is a 2 chord, if you went to an E flat diminished arpeggio, leads to the D minor. E minor. Here's a weird, tricky one now. From the 3 chord, it's only a half step to the 4, so you can't really go up a half and do an arpeggio. So you're just changing this E minor to an E diminished arpeggio. Oops. To an F. Doesn't that sound like Hotel California? So there is some kind of diminished movement in there over those chords in Hotel California as well. So, all right, so that's my funny story. That's a quick tip on how to use these in a pretty functional way right there. So talking about the 5 chord, yes, I am using that over 5 but it's in a different type of way. Like when we did the say the C, the D minor right here. Oops. To the E flat diminished to the E minor. Really what that's doing is when you get D minor, what that is that's a harmony of a subdominant chord, B major. Because in the key of C, B is not major, but that's a subdominant chord that lets you go to an E minor chord. So in the key of C, E minor is minor, right? E minor. But B would normally be actually it's a half diminished chord, like this one. But we're gonna make it, and actually is, you don't have to change anything. You just play the just here like that. Or actually I'm playing sorry, I'm getting a little bit lost right here. E flats. That's right. E flat is actually we're adding, that's what I meant to do. The B is normally a half diminished, right? But when you make a chord a subdominant chord, you can make it a dominant 7 chord. So in that case, the E flat is just the third of the B subdominant chord. So instead of playing this arpeggio, going to E minor, you could play this diminished chord, same thing. Back to F, G. Pretty cool. Hopefully you get some of that. Alright, so if you're liking this video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go to the third position right here, and it's the G shape. Because CAGED, it's an acronym for C chord, the A chord, the C chord, A chord, G chord, E chord, and the D chord. Any questions, let me know. Love that you guys are here with me a little bit on a Tuesday right here. Very cool, thank you. I don't think you've ever been here before to Manicore. Sounds kind of familiar. Scott Olson, Jeffrey Boyle, PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. Some of my usual great friends who pop in here no matter when we go live, which is really cool. Now check this out. It's the G diminished shape. Like here's a G chord, right? You know, we've been playing this chord forever right here, G. We're gonna bring it up to where the C is, you know, right here. Minor. Flat in the fifth. Do one more flat of the fifth. So that's the G shape diminished. Check it out. In the picking pattern, I'm going down, 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 up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, up, like that. So, giving myself enough time to just do as many of one direction as I can, like down, down, down. Now I'm going to go up, so I'm switching strings, then down, down, up. So it's like that. So you have a down, 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 up, down, down, up. Nope. Down, 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 up, down, down, up. So I'm going up, I'm sweeping down 3 notes, and then back, down, and then down. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, up, down. Well, I'm not counting that last one. There should be 12 attacks on each one of these patterns. I'm hitting 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, up. That's 12 notes. This diminished stuff is really cool too. I mean, I think if he does something like a you're basically moving just in minor thirds. A cool finger tap thing is something like this. Let's see. That's very tiring and painful. All right, so let's go to the next one. There's 2 more here. And that's the G shape. And there's another one in E shape, which is a very, very, very cool pattern as well. It looks like the E minor shape arpeggio is this right here, right? E minor shape arpeggio. No, over the C. Now we're going to change one note. We're going to flatten the fifth. So you have the 5 here like this. See, it still fits in this E shape that we all know and love right here. E major. Flatten one note, E minor. Flatten one more, it's E diminished. I mean, shape, C diminished. Check it out. It's the same thing, principle. You can go between the chords here. So if it was this C shape right here, C major. And if I went diminished, C sharp diminished. D minor. D sharp diminished. Oops. To E minor. To E diminished. To F. All right. Going off the rails here for a second. Roberts, did you get the ABBA gig by auditioning with other guitar players, or was it recommendation? I thought you were going to say, well, we got 2 more of these, but we'll get right back to it in a second. Here, I thought you were going to say, did you get the ABBA gig by playing diminished arpeggios? I was like, oh, man, exactly. No, I actually played in an ABBA band in 2000 and maybe 11, late 2011. I started one here in New York called Dancing Queen. Actually, at the time they were called the ABBA Girls, and I didn't start it, but the bass player and the girls were starting a band to back them up, and they asked me, he asked me if I wanted to be the guitar player, and we formed it, and pretty quick we're out there playing. 2011, years go by, and made some connections with what would become the ABBA band that I'm playing in now, which is the SOS Direct from Sweden, music of ABBA. So it's kind of like, kind of word of mouth there, but I was a sub for them for many years for the band Abracadabra, based on the West Coast, and I was a sub for years, playing once to maybe 5 times a year until the end of last year, where I became more of a permanent member of it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hello, Robbie. But I will say that getting gigs has a lot to do with relationships and friends and, word of mouth, stuff like that. I haven't really auditioned for anything in quite a while, but I'd love to. Something cool comes along, I'll audition. I know some arpeggios. So let's go down to here, to this other camera, and let's show you this other arpeggio, which is the D. It's the last one, actually. We did 4. Here's the 5th one. This one could be a little bit tricky. So, but it's the same position, really. Well, first of all, I didn't do the, on the E shape, the picking patterns, I don't think. Let's do that real quick. We'll go back to this picking pattern. I believe I have down, up, and it's almost like the A shape, where I did this one. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. it's similar because you're playing that A shape and this E shape. Very similar. So I always go down when I'm switching strings on the first two strings. Down, up. Now I'm starting again. Start again. 5. Oops. So, now I'm going up. So I believe I'm going down, up, down, 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 up. What am I doing? Down, up, down, 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 down. There you go. And then up, 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 up. 6 ups. So it's like a sweep. Down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. Yeah, down, up, down, 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 down. So 4 downs. Down, up, down, 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 and then up. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Okay, so go into this last one here. The D. So the D one's like a D shape, which you would normally do this, right? For D major. That's the shape. Just like here's a D shape. Right, D. Sorry, I'm going down like, you can't really see my neck here. That low F. F sharp. D shape here. If it was minor, you just drop it down a half step, right? Now you're dropping it down one more, the 5th, because it's diminished. Actually, I'm playing it in D. Let's go back to C here. Keep them all in the key of C. See, that's how easy it is. Because really, it's the same fingerings for every chord right there. It's just the position. So here's the C minor, right? Or C diminished. So check it out. It's the same fingering as this, but I'm starting on this, the 3rd degree, flat 5, root, 3rd, flat 5, root, 3rd, root, flat 5, 3rd, root. And the picking pattern is I'm going down, 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 up, down. No, I'm going. Sorry, it's taking a while for this. Down, 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 then up, down. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, up. That's what it is. Sorry about that. Down, 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 up. Because I'm switching strings here. I'm doing a little bit of back and forth, picking right here. Alternate would be back and forth. Now it's weird to see this, but the beauty of this is that you really see the intervals here. Because if my fingers are all like going crazy in here, I'm going 4, then the 2nd finger, then the 3rd finger, then the 1st. Now how do I remember that? Because I'm seeing a C minor or a C diminished shape here. Like here's C minor. So here's the root, there's the minor 3rd, there's a 5th, right? I'm seeing this chord. That C minor chord. I'm seeing all the intervals. I'm seeing a C major. How about a C diminished? Okay, see the 3rd. Here's the flat 5. Back to the root. Okay. 3rd, flat 5. Doing like a blues riff. So I'm seeing those, that 3rd, root, 3rd, root. I'm picturing the chord going down. back to the root, flat 5, 3rd. So it's a good way to visualize it going up, 3rd, flat 5, root, 3rd, flat 5, root, 3rd, and going down. I'm seeing the flat 5, then I'm seeing that chord again here, but I'm altering it the way I need to. And fingerings are very important in these, because otherwise, if you don't have these fingerings, you're going to be, what else are you going to do? You got 4 notes on 4 different strings, 4 different frets away. So I can't think of another fingering that would be easier. And the same thing here. Cool. So let's get out of this. Oh, talk about that. Where am I here? All right. So any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. I thought it was a pretty important video to go ahead and do these arpeggios. And, another good thing to keep in mind is your wrist and where your wrist is. It's kind of good to keep it down and out your wrist, so you could really focus on, here's the C position. If I was all crooked, it would be hard to do that. But, and my hand's close inside here, it's something you really want to back off on the wrist, keep the fingers parallel with the frets, keep your wrist down so that you could really get around. The rail still. So keep the wrist down and out so you really get under them. As you can see. And they're really cool. Get your fingers under those really well. And, one really good idea that I was telling you before is to really, you could use any one of these to land, to go to your next chord. If you're playing a C major, C. So C minor, you might want to hit a, actually, you could hit the arpeggio right there. If you're playing a C arpeggio here. Before you went to the before you went to the E minor. Or before you went to the D minor, if you went just a 1 to a 2 chord. Play a D flat arpeggio. Whoops. diminished arpeggios are just an first inversion of the subdominant chord leading to it, like a C. Same thing here, D flat diminished. Just an inversion. Instead of going A7, you're doing D flat arpeggio, D flat diminished. Pretty much the same thing right there. Or same thing going to E. Roberts, can you explain your mailing list? My notifications get lost on my phone. Are you talking about my notifications for this YouTube live? Or my mailing list, which I don't really use on my, I don't really give notifications on my mailing list for this. Usually just notifications from when I'm going live on YouTube. I think you have to just ring the bell for notifications. If you're subscribed to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and you should get a notification saying I'm going live. And thank you for the great question right there. Another question, Robert. Can you explain your email list as my old accounts on my phone get lost? Well, I think that's the same question. And YouTube notifications will come through YouTube and not my mailing list. You just have to be subscribed with that notification bell rung. And I think I need a little bit more coffee because I'm talking way faster than I can actually think. All right. So, any questions about any stuff, please let me know. Next Sunday, I won't be here because I just got a gig playing on Sunday the 25th. So we're going to do Monday the 26th. How about that? Just a little heads up, a little fair warning. And any ideas for what you'd like me to do for lives, please let me know. That'd be cool. There's a real good diminished thing, in the blues where you're switching from a 4 chord back to a 1 chord, which people use a lot. Say if you're like in C and you're playing the blues. Go to the 4 chord. C sharp diminished. Right to the 1. Hit the 4 chord. Something like that. Well, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out with me here today, spending a little bit of time on a Tuesday, rocking out, learning these modes. Hopefully you got them. We'll do one more pass at this of the 5 shapes. Check it out. Here's the C shape. 2, 50 beats per minute, real slow. A shape. G shape. E shape. shape. C shape. Oh, Jimi Hendrix, right? What is that like? Some crazy stuff like that. All right. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And thank you so much, Robert, for the great questions. We kind of went through this quick, but it's a good one. There's a lot of uses for this diminished arpeggio. Seeing it in 5 shapes, just like the CAGED system. You can connect all the arpeggios, the scales, the modes to these patterns, and it's a great way to memorize the fretboard. Seeing all the intervals, really, really helpful. So thanks for spending some time here with me on a Tuesday. I was going to postpone this till Wednesday, which I did, but then the power went back on. That's right. Oh, that was part of the funny story that I left out. I had left because I thought it was not going to happen for today at 12 o'clock. So I postponed it for tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And then I went out and I was going to do some errands. I was at the Apple store, believe it or not, just looking at computers. I'm not even in the market for computers, but I was just checking them out and seeing what's the newest thing, the M3s and all this and all the power for when that day does come that you have to. I was checking out the new Mac Minis, the new studios, the iPads, the iPad Pros, all different stuff, which I have no interest in really, but just checking them all out. And then my roommate calls, not my roommate, my neighbor calls, and she says, "Oh, the power's back on." And I was like, no need for that. I'd left already, and I'm postponing it till tomorrow. And then I'm shopping around, and then I walk out, and I'm like, what am I doing? It was like maybe 2 o'clock or so, and I'm like, I'm just going to do this live. It's on. So I went back home, fired everything back up, prepared. I'm glad that it did go a little bit later because I really didn't practice these arpeggios all that much, and I might not have played them as smooth, which is not really saying too much because I need a lot of practice with these as well. So anyway, thanks for putting up with me and listening to my ramblings. So thank you, Jeffrey Boyle and Robert. Hope to see you again next week. Any ideas for lives, please let me know in the comments section. I get great ideas from all of you guys. Whatever it is that you want to know, hopefully I can help you and do a video on that. All right, and thank you, Jeffrey, and thank you, Robbie. Thank you very, very, very much, Robert and Manacor, Scott Olson, and PCH. You guys are very, very, very cool. Thanks for spending some time here with me today. And remember, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And if you want to see a video that I did on the CAGED system for the minor arpeggios, I'll put that right up here. I did that a few weeks ago. Check that out. Love you guys. Have a great Tuesday night, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.